Hey there folks, I have a new knife for you. What I have here is a monster of a knife. This is the Switch by JI Knives on Instagram, Jeff Isgro. You can see his initials right there. This is a monster. So he calls it the Switch because he says he designed it to be a knife. So if you want to choke up and use it as a knife, you can. It is a sizable cutting tool, but if you want to switch to like an axe grip, and that's where you get the name. So you switch to this grip where it's kind of like a bat or an axe. It is a tremendous knife. S7 tool steel is what Jeff used over here. He's got a nice Cerakote on it. Gorgeous. Some jimping. He's got some blue G10 liners and black G10 on the handle scales. He's got some titanium hardware. We anodized blue. It's got a karambit style hole here. You could put your finger in there, but it's way back there. So I mean, if you're gonna grip it, absolutely. You wanna know the size of this bad boy? Let's see the size of this bad boy. So Cerakote, they go from tip to almost to the ring there. It's a little bit over 14 inches. It's a big mammer jammer. You can see the cutting edge right there, which has a nice belly. Here it's about 6, but with the shape of that belly, it's definitely a larger cutting blade. Now, Jeff is a former New York City police officer. This was a passion build. If you follow my Instagram, you know that I posted that this was a passion make for Jeff. Jeff worked in the 7-7 precinct, which is Bed-Stuy, Crown Heights. The police officers that worked there nicknamed it the Alamo because it's such a shithole of a command. At the time that Jeff worked there, let me clarify that, because now hipsters have taken over Bed-Stuy. We'll see if that's going to last any longer under this retard of a mayor, de Blasio, because crime is, if you guys know, if you follow the news, crime has definitely spiked in New York. Shootings are up, homicides are up. It's just a shit show. But when Jeff worked there, it was a shit show. And they called it the Alamo because if you're familiar with the song by, is it the Eagles? Hotel California, the Alamo? You know, you can check in, but, well, actually, one of the other nicknames is Hotel California, which is you could check in, but you can't check out. And the Alamo, of course, is the fortress in Texas that was under siege. So it's got a couple of nicknames for just a dire location to work. Now, Jeff worked there in the 90s and late 2000s, and Jeff was very instrumental in cleaning up that neighborhood. Now, he made this knife as for a fundraiser for all the members of the New York City Police Department that lost their lives during 9/11. Mostly Jeff's coworkers. He told me he's lost 2 friends over there, and also for World Trade Center related deaths, that followed after 9/11. Like, there's a World Trade Center fund, that World Trade Center cancer program, because a lot of the members of the service that worked in Ground Zero in the World Trade Center area are now coming up with all kinds of cancers and other diseases. So Jeff was very generous enough to make this build and donate it so he can raise funds for his friends and colleagues and any NYPD members of the service that worked during that time. It's just a gorgeous blade. It's more than a blade. This is like an axe blade. As you know, Jeff makes everything by hand. he doesn't really make this knife per se for anybody. In fact, I was looking at his Instagram and somebody was asking if they can buy one of the switches that he made, because he's made a couple, and he basically, in fact, Jeff's Instagram's private, so you have to request to be part of it, and he'll approve it, and then you can look. So yeah, if you've never heard of Jeff Isgro, it's possible because he's not public on Instagram, but he does make some awesome knives. If you follow the channel, you know that I have a few of his fixed blades. I even have a couple of his folders. I'm lucky enough to consider Jeff one of my good friends, and he's an amazing knife maker. But anyway, I just want to share with you guys this passion build, this beautiful switch by Jeff. It weighs a ton. I didn't even weigh it. You can only imagine. Look at the size of this thing. It's very medieval, right? You can see like a knight carrying this around and just lopping off the head of a dragon or another knight, something in Game of Thrones. It is a gorgeous build. He's got like a rock pattern on the G10. Very nice. Still popular, right? Rock patterns are still popular. Look at how sharpened that blade. My God, look at that belly. This is a chopper of a knife. Again, just beautiful aesthetics. For a big knife, it actually fits really well. It's very well balanced, actually. Very well balanced. So you could absolutely wield it and use it. You know, if you're in the backyard, you want to cut something like a small animal, this will definitely work. Or if you want to chop down a tree, this will definitely work. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video for you guys. This is the Switch by Jeff Isgro. Gorgeous. All right, guys. Peace.